What is going on, guys? This is Jake at That Fit Friend, and today we're going to be doing a first impressions of the GORUCK Ballistic Trainers Mid-Top. So I do have a written review on these models. Check it out down there below. I generally like to stagger out my review content because I shoot and film all of my own stuff, so there will be a little bit of a lag on the full video review of this model, so stay tuned in the next week for that. So that being said, for first impressions with this model. So I like the low top model of the Ballistic Trainers, but there was one thing that I noticed with that shoe, and that was it was a little bit heavy and it was a little bit tough to break in. So I was wondering how the CORDURA Nylon on the upper of this model would do with a similar context. So that being said, my first impression with this shoe is that the break-in process is about like 1 to 2 weeks. This shoe started feeling really good like after like 4 workouts, so that was like a week and a half into testing these, and overall the CORDURA Nylon up here doesn't feel so overbearing. Like, it is a little bit thicker, and something I will say too is you might have a little bit of rub here on the lateral side of the upper boot, but overall the break-in process still takes a little bit of time, but it's doable, and the shoe, once it does break in, feels really good. So first impression, the break-in process for this shoe is a little bit longer than what most training shoes you've likely worn is. My second first impression is that the overall gradient density midsole does a really good job at giving you enough stability, but also just enough versatility. So this is not going to be your best shoe for tackling like athletic focus work, agility work. I think it's a bit heavy for that. But when it comes to lifting, I really like the stability you get in this model's midsole, and that 8mm heel to toe drop feels really good when you're squatting and whatnot. This may not be also the best shoe for deadlifts because the stack height is a tad higher, but for lower body training, for your lower body accessory days, or even upper body days, I really like this model. My third first impression is that if you're like myself and you like mid-top, high-top shoes for just daily wear and taking to the gym to train in, this is a really good model to look into. So similar to like the Noble high-top shoes, which I also like for just daily wear and going out and about and going to train in, this model delivers a lot of the similar things you want from that style of shoe. They look pretty aesthetic. There's no big branding, which I'm a huge fan of. We just have some GORUCK branding back here on the heel and up here on the tongue. And overall, like, the nylon on the top doesn't have like a shine to it. It looks pretty clean and aesthetic. So this is a great model to just rock out and about. Plus, with this nylon, if it gets dirty, and with the knit up here in the toe box, they're pretty easy to wipe down. So they're also a good shoe for weathering the outside elements and not getting so beat up by rain, dirt, mud, whatever it might be, because you can clean these relatively easily, and the material is designed to be abrasion resistant and durable. So I like this model for daily wear and going to train in. My fourth first impression is that if you're somebody who wants a shoe primarily for more versatile training classes and like doing shorter to mid-range runs, this is not going to be your best bet. My favorite things to do with this model is to just once again wear it on a daily basis, but also lift in it. So if you're that type of person and you want that shoe, or you want this shoe for that, you're gonna like this model. But I do think it's gonna be a bit heavy and feel a little bit like it's like holding you back, and it's a little bit clunky in some of those contexts where you're doing more power focused movement, more agility focused movement, and you want a shoe to be super lightweight. Plus, what I did notice too with this model is that I don't always like to lace up my high tops all the way. I like to wear them a little bit loose. And when you're breaking them in, you will feel the shoe like kind of slide around, which is pulling down some of my anklet socks on. But overall now it feels pretty good. But that is something that also adds to why the shoe, I don't think, is the best necessarily for your more versatile training focused workouts. So that all being said, those are my 4 first impressions with this model. I really dig this shoe for daily wear and for lifting, but there are some contexts where the shoe falls short, which I will elaborate on in our full review. But as always, guys, I appreciate you for watching. If you have any questions on this model, drop a comment down below or reach out to me personally. And as always, guys, drop a like on the video, drop subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys in the next one.